Hello everyone, and welcome back to the 2018 Granny Square Crochet Along. Today we are making this stars in his eyes square. That's what it's called. We've got this sort of star shape going on in the middle with this star around the outside. But because it looks also a little sun-like or snowflake-like, depending on colour, we are using it today for the summer solstice or winter solstice if you're in the southern hemisphere. It is the start of summer for some of us, and it is the start of winter for some of you in the other part of the world. So if you've seen the pattern for this, which is now will be in the Facebook group 2018 Granny Square Crochet Along, the pattern shows it in just a multicolour, and it also shows it in this. It actually shows this particular square photo, and a photo of a square in more whites and blues for winter, for more of a snowflake kind of effect. So we've done that so that you can choose what you want to do with this square, but so it's perfectly adaptable for either summer, winter, or just random multicolour. So because I've already done this summer square, I'm going to do it in winter colours today. So I've got I know that white doesn't show up on the camera very well against my white table, so I'm going to do these kind of icy blues and grey today. So you can obviously do it in one colour if you like. This outer sort of star shape, if you do it in a different colour or shade, you can probably just about see on camera that this is a lighter orange. It does show that up really nicely if you do a different colour for that round. So anyway, grab your things and I'll stop waffling and we'll see how it's done. Okay, so you can start this square as usual in any way you like. You just need a ring. So I've done chain 4 and slip stitch to make my ring. There's a little hole in the centre. So we're going to chain 1, which doesn't count as anything, and then we're going to do 8 single crochets into our ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And then just to make sure you're going into the right stitch and not your beginning chain, I'm just going to count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 into that first stitch with a slip stitch, and that's your first nice simple round. There we go. Okay, so round 2 is another nice simple round. We're going to chain 1, which doesn't count as anything, and then we're going to do a single crochet into that same stitch. Single crochet into there, and then a chain 2. Single crochet into your next stitch, and chain 2. Single crochet into the next. Do this all the way around. Single crochet, chain 2. Until you get back round to the beginning, and then do a slip stitch into your first single crochet. Okay, don't be fooled by what looks like a stitch left around at the beginning. That will be from where you did your slip stitch, so don't be fooled by that sort of fake kind of stitch there. Just have a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've done my last chain 2, and I'm going to go into my first stitch and slip stitch. And that's the end of that round. 8 single crochets and 8 chain 2 spaces. Okay, for round 3 excuse me, we're going to start our pinwheel stitch, which gives us the grab this gives us these parts here for our sun or snowflake. Okay, so the first one we're going to do slightly differently. As you know, we often do our first stitch differently because we have to start off with our chain. So we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to yarn over, put the hook into our first chain 2 space here, and then we're going to yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, and then we've got 2 loops left on the hook. And then we're going to do that again. So yarn over, put your hook into your chain space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook, and just checking. Okay, then we're going to yarn over, pop your hook into the next stitch, which is your single crochet, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook, and we're going to do that 4 times. So that's once, yarn over, pull through 2, 2 times, yarn over, pull through 2, it's 3 times, yarn over, pull through 2, and that's 4 times, and that is your pinwheel stitch. It's actually quite simple once you've started doing them. I did this one a few days ago, so I've kind of just forgotten slightly what I'm doing. But we're going to do that again for our next stitch. Okay, I'll talk you through it for the next one. Okay, so when you've done your 8 pinwheel stitches and 8 chain 6 spaces, you are going to just join into the top of your first pinwheel. So the top is just kind of here, just below your first chain of your chain 6. So just under here, and do your slip stitch. And there you have your pinwheel, and it's such a lovely effect. It looks really good. Don't worry about these chains and where they're going, because we're going to sort that out in the next round. But they look great, don't they? How they all lean over slightly, going round. So all that way if you're left-handed. Okay, so I'm going to fasten this colour off, and I'm going to grab my dark blue to do this round here, which I said is if you do it in a different colour, it will show quite well, because it's like slightly raised up and it will show nicely. So I'm just going to grab my new colour, fasten this off, grab my new colour, and I'll show you where we're going to join. Okay, so you want to join your new colour into any chain 6 space. If you are doing this in one colour, you will just, you've joined your chain 6 here, and then just do a slip stitch over into your first chain 6 and start from there. Okay, and in your chain 6 space, you are going to do 2 single crochet, 1, 2 single crochet, 2 half double crochet, 1, 2 half double crochet, chain 2, and then 2 half double crochet, 2, and 2 single crochet, 1, 2 single crochet, and then straight over to the next chain space, 2 single crochet, 2 half double crochet, chain 2, 2 half double crochet, and 2 single crochet, 1, 2, and you are going to do that all around in every chain 6 space. This stitch does not want to complete, does it? What's going on? There we go. Okay, so in every chain 6 space, 2 single crochets, 2 half double crochets, chain 2, 2 half double crochets, 2 single crochets, and I will see you back around here where you are going to do a slip stitch into your first single crochet. Okay, and at the end of the round, this is what it will look like. So you've got these sort of pointy parts now, and this colour is what's going to make these points. So because on the next round we're going to do back post stitches, so it works, this new colour works over the top of part of these stitches. So we see this bottom part here, but then we miss, we cover up this middle part, and then we see the sort of like the outer edge, I guess, the outline, if you like. So if you see this, each of these is one of these kind of like petally pointy shapes, and that's what we're going to partially cover up here when we do our back post stitches. So that will become apparent. If you've never done a back post stitch before, don't panic, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So I'm going to fasten off this colour, and I'm going to grab my grey, because I'm doing some wintry cold colours, as I've got my sunny colour already. So grab your new colour if you're changing, and if not, then just hold on a second. Okay, the pattern tells us to join our new colour, or our first colour, whichever we're choosing, tells us to join with a slip stitch around the back of the post of any third half double crochet from round 4. This dark blue was my round 4. So if that sounds confusing, don't panic. We are going to, if you look at one of your, I'm going to call it a petal, okay, so look at one of these, you've got 2 single crochets, and then you've got 2 half double crochets, you chain 2, and then you've got 2 more double crochets, half double crochets. So if you count them as 1, 2, 3 half double crochets, so your third half double crochet, pop your hook in from your space over the top of your half double crochet, and then push it back, and this is what becomes the back post because it's at the back. Okay, and then just join with a slip stitch around that post. So if you can keep your loops on your hook, pop it through there and do your slip stitch around that post. Okay, and then what you're going to do is chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to do a back post treble crochet around this very same post. So treble crochet is yarn over twice, and then we're going to go again in your chain space here, over the stitch, push that stitch back like so, and do your treble crochet around there, just as you normally would. This first chain 4 counts as a half double crochet, so effectively you've got 2 treble crochets, so effectively you've now got 2 treble crochet there. Okay, and now this next part could be slightly confusing, so I'm just going to talk you through the stitches as we go along. Okay, back post treble around the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 2, and 3. A back post double crochet around the next double crochet, just 1 wrap. Okay, double crochet, 2 half double crochets, back post half double crochets, 1 yarn over. Okay, back post half double crochet, there's 1, and then there's 2, and then you're going to do back post single crochet. Make sure you're going around the next stitch, back post single crochet, chain 1, and a back post single crochet around the next stitch. Check that I'm going around the right stitch, so in there and round, there we go. So back single, chain 1 and a single, and then we're going to do back post half double crochet around the next 2. So there's 1, and there is 2, and then we're going to do back post double crochet around the next, There we go. Back post treble crochet around the next 3, so 3 back post trebles, 1, 2 and 3, and a 2 back post trebles around the next stitch, so 2 around the same stitch as we've done before, 1 and 2, and 2 around the next, 2 back post trebles. Sorry, we're going to do a chain 2 first. So we go chain 2 for a corner, and then 2 back post trebles around the next stitch, 1 and 2 around that stitch there. And that is the end of that repeat. So if you rewind about 3 minutes, you will get this side again, if you can follow that down here, and then rewind 3 minutes again and follow it along this side. The only thing different along this side is that you will not be doing the very last 2 back post treble crochet in the same stitch, but you'll realize that when you get there, you'll kind of notice that it's already been done, so you know you won't need to do it. Okay, so I'll leave you to do that, and I'll see you shortly. Okay, now when reading a pattern, I suggest you read the pattern carefully and you follow what you're doing carefully, because I now have all of this because I've had to undo all of this because I did it wrong and I told you wrong, and I missed out 3 stitches. So I missed out 3 stitches here right on this first row, which meant I had 3 spaces here. So I'm going to do it again and I'm going to tell you correctly. And hopefully, and actually this is the 3rd time I've done this round, so I'm going to read the pattern carefully and we're going to get through this round. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. I keep telling myself I can do this. And right, so we have our 2 treble crochets, or our equivalents of treble crochet, okay, and chain and treble crochet around that same stitch. Okay, so now this part here is going to be a repeat. So you are going to go into the next stitch and you're going to do a back post treble. All of these stitches are back posts, and you're going to do back post treble crochet around the next 3 stitches. So in next to the stitch you've already done, over the stitch and to the back, and then this is our back post stitch here, this blue, and do a treble crochet around that stitch, and then go in the space between that and the next stitch and over to the back and do your next treble crochet. And then you have 1 more to do. So in beside that stitch you can see that little bit of grey there, and then over the next stitch to the back post and do your 3rd treble crochet. So 2 on the same stitch and then 3. Okay, back post double crochet around the next stitch. So you're always pushing your stitch from this blue round, this previous round, you're pushing that stitch to the back. Okay, so we've done our double, and now we're going to do 2 half double crochets. So 1 around each of the next 2 stitches, 1 half double and 2 half double crochets, and then a single crochet, back post single crochet on the next, and then you're going to do a chain 1 and then another single crochet back post around the next stitch, And then we work our way back up again by doing 2 half double crochets, 1 around each of the next 2 stitches. So there's 1, and then 1 around the next. There's 2, 1 half double crochet back post. 1 double crochet back post. There we go. So we did single chain, single, half double, double. And then we're going to do 3 back post treble crochets. So around the next stitch there's 1. My yarn's all getting tangled from undoing it there. So there's 1, another treble, there's 2, and a third one. There is 3. These are the 3 stitches I missed out on the previous try videoing. Okay, and then you are going to do 2 back post trebles around the same stitch. So 1 and 2 around the same stitch, just as we did over here. And then you're going to chain 2. This is going to be your corner, and then you're going to make 2 back post trebles around the next stitch, finishing off your corner. So 2 around the same stitch. There you go. And that is the end of that repeat. So you're finishing with your 2 together here, and you're starting with your 3. Okay, so you'll be starting your repeat with 3. So in a moment I'm going to suggest you rewind about 4.5 minutes to where I put that little sign up saying repeat starts, and you'll be doing 3 treble crochets, and then you'll be doing all the rest of it along, and then you'll repeat that 3 times. You'll have 1, 2, 3, and on your very last repeat you'll do your repeat, and then I'll meet you back, and we'll just be finishing our very last 2 stitches. Okay, so I'll see you back around here. Okay, so you will be finishing your final repeat with a back post treble around your last stitch, and a second back post treble around that very same last stitch. Don't you love it when you come to the end of a round and you have the right amount of stitches left? And then just your last chain 2. So you've probably already done that by the time you're watching this, and then you are going to slip stitch into your 4th chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the top chain, do a slip stitch, and finish that round. There we go. My 3rd time, and it worked. I don't know why I was doing wrong. Just missing a stitch each time or something silly, which is so easy to do. So you can see from this how it brings this colour up and raises it up with this grey or whatever colour underneath. So it just makes it nice and textured and prominent. I love that. I really, really like that effect. So the next round, which is technically the final round, although obviously, as we say all the time, you can add more rounds if you need to increase the size of your square. So the next round is to just do start with a chain 1 and do a single crochet along every stitch, and then in the corners 2 half double crochet, chain 2, 2 half double crochet. So that's what I did in this one. I did single crochet all the way along, and then 2 half double crochet, chain 2, 2 half double crochet in the corner, and did that all the way around, and then just joined with a slip stitch. I don't think mine is quite the right size. I think I actually need to do an extra round on that, so I will do that. And this one I'm going to finish a bit later because I need to get this video saved and uploaded for you lovely people to be watching, which you're actually watching now, so it's a bit weird. I'm talking in the past tense now. Anyway, I'm confusing myself. So I'm going to say, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful and useful, please click that like button and give us a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, then hit that button as well. And if you've not joined our group, our Facebook group, then there's a link in that bit below as well. And come show us your photos and any comments, questions. Just leave them below or ask in the group. Loads of people around to help you. So let me know below, are you about to start summer or are you about to start winter? What part of the world are you in? We're supposed to be starting summer and it has been quite warm, so hopefully we're going to have a nice summer. So that's it. Until next time, just keep hooking and don't let your tea get cold.